In an increasingly technological world, it can seem like certain hobbies, such as reading and writing, have fallen to the wayside. But creative writing is alive and well for the students and staff, and I aim to learn all that I could about the young hobbyists at North Reading pursuing creative writing.
It's the one subject where you have control.
The choice of being able to write about whatever you want.
It's a fun way to imagine your own concepts, and it feels productive.
I think young people are drawn to creative writing because of how freeing it is.
Of course, teachers give parameters.
Someone's feeling, a lot of anxiety about something or a lot of fear. They can kind of create a character that experiences that same thing and, explore that.
But it is your voice, and there aren't wrong answers, as there is even in literary analysis.
Feeling through the fiction and through the character.
I feel like a lot of people that enjoy creative writing also enjoy reading, so they like to read back what they've written.
I think that young people are less inhibited, which is great. They're not having as much experience with what's realistic or what will allow them to get a work published, for example. I think it's just writing for writing's sake.
An adult creative process probably requires more structure almost.
Young people, I would say their process is usually much more spur of the moment, inspired, less polished.
I think that a younger person has fewer inhibitions about what they can and cannot do.
Sometimes the writing isn't as strong or it's not as believable.
High school students just have so much going on and are going through so many changes, and a lot of times there's just things coming at them, and it's hard to process all of those things. So I think writing is a way a lot of people use to help them process through their emotions and their feelings, and sometimes even also like an escape. You can create a different world to live in, and you can create a character and kind of vicariously live in that world for a little while you're writing, and it's a way to take a break from everything else that you have going on.
I feel like as a student, creative process is more of just, I don't know, going with the flow of whatever you're thinking.
I think that a younger person approaches writing with the thought of it being more of a hobby, whereas an older person would approach it more as this is something I gotta do.
I think it's good to start for a beginner who hasn't written before. I think it's good for some sort of basic building blocks to be provided there to get them going. I think it can be helpful even if it's not for a grade though, to set goals, because if you set goals then you're more likely to keep them, right?
I enjoy using structure a little bit because if you don't really use any structure, you kind of get lost, I feel like, at least for me. But I feel like for young writers, it's important to just set a little structure and then go with your ideas.